It's like 260, 261. That's usually good for me right now, especially with the type of conditioning I have. Last year, although a lot of people didn't realize this, I only weighed 241 pounds at the Olympia stage. That was a few pounds down from what I would probably consider my best showing, which was, I would say, in 2013. 2016 was pretty good on the graininess side, but 2013 was, like, I think, the best balance. So this year, I think, all things considered, I'm healthy, ready to kick some ass. I think I'll be in between 245, 247. I'd like to be 250, but I've been winning the show at 240 basically, so size isn't the issue, of course. And that's really cool that I can win at that weight, because a lot of people get caught up in how much they weigh. Oh, this guy's big and this and that. But the more intermediate and advanced lifters and spectators and competitors know that it's the details that bring out more muscle to the eye. When we look at pictures and even video, you're only looking at things through a two-dimension image. So it's always cool to go to a competition and kind of see it for yourself. The muscles move, and the conditioning, the separation, the fullness, balance, symmetry. And that's really what I focus on, is obviously making sure that muscles are full, but conditioning and separation are two totally different things. The conditioning of the muscle, obviously, you have the thinness of the skin. You can see the muscle actually pushing up against the skin, least amount of fat. As you get older, start developing more muscle maturity. That's when you start seeing more graininess, the striations, stuff like that. The separation is really what you see on an anatomy chart. The different muscles. That's what we're, striving for, or at least for me. You want to be a supersized, superimposed, muscular anatomy chart, to where like a exercise physio major or someone like that, doctor, would go in there, go to a bodybuilding show live, and know exactly what those muscles are. And having all those muscles actually conditioned, I think that's important, to not have weaknesses. And usually the only way you're going to find out the weaknesses in your physique is by doing a diet. Usually when someone's like 10, 12 weeks out, even 6 to 8 weeks out, they're looking awesome, to where if they walk down the street, they look like a Marvel character with no CGI. But a lot of people think they can't do well because they're not big enough. It's not about being big enough, it's about being good enough. And to be good, you have to keep in mind that you have to diet, kind of see how much muscle you have, and the weak areas, analyzing your strengths and weaknesses, and then be vulnerable and humble enough to say, okay, like, I have this muscle, but this is the flow that I want. This is the type of physique that I want. And like for me, like in this prep, probably 4 weeks out, probably won't have to train arms very much more, maybe 2 more times, because why do I need to do that when it may throw off the proportions of the shoulders and chest? But if I'm just so adamant about training this body part, I might detract the gains that I need to show on stage. So these are definitely things that doing cardio really helps you see. Your friends may not help you see it. Instagram may not help you see it. Competing usually does.